Hi, I'm Claudia Lou. I'm 21 and I live and breathe everything 1950s. Well, I've always loved the 1950s, but I probably started fully dressing 1950s when I was about 19, so about 3 or 4 years now. First item was a vintage dress from the 1950s, early 1950s. I've always liked the vintage 50s style with the silhouettes and the way that everything looks so feminine and pretty. When going out to just the cinema or going for a coffee, everyone was very done up and very, pretty. Fell in love with the music from Elvis Presley and, Frank Sinatra. And then I started to go to vintage events and then noticed that other people liked it. And then one day I started posting vintage content on social media, and then a few of my videos blew up, and which was lovely, and loads of people ended up following me. And then I thought, I'm just going to continue it, and now it's turned into what it has, and it's crazy. So yeah, altogether I think I've probably got over 300 and maybe 400 pieces in my collection, but that includes everything between records and my record player, my jewelry, my dresses. One of my favorite parts of my collection is my dresses, and in that I think I have definitely over 100 now. Probably a few of my favorites are from a great vintage remake brand called Unapologetically. So I have this beautiful green one from there. What I love about them is that they remake vintage designs, but the quality is amazing. This one that I'm wearing now is a true vintage prom dress from the 1950s that I got from America. No one had actually worn it before, so the fact that I found it on social media was crazy, and I couldn't leave it behind. So my style was very questionable when I was younger. I was dressing like all my friends that I had at the time, and I was trying to blend in as much as I could, but I found out I wasn't truly happy in modern clothes, and I never felt as confident, and I was more self-conscious. And then it wasn't till a few years ago when I tried on my first vintage dress that I was like, oh my gosh, it felt like me. And I think I feel my full authentic self when I am dressed in a nice 1950s outfit. Yes, it's a very expensive world, and unfortunately I wish it wasn't, and I wish the prices reflected the same as they did back then. I constantly am buying, I'm constantly seeking out new stuff, so it would be hard to put a price tag on it. If you love something, I'm willing to pay the price for a 70-year-old dress. So I think it was like the beginning, like the very early beginning of last year, I started posting about vintage content in the 1950s and lifestyle, beauty and fashion. And all of a sudden my videos just blew up, which was crazy, as I did not think that was going to happen. I was just doing it for fun. So now I have a good little following on social media, and I post every day about vintage hair, and where I go shopping, how to style outfits, and where I get my clothes from, and everyone's so lovely as well, which is